Okay. Alright, we're doing it. We are recording... I'll show you what we're recording. EVE Online. This is EVE Online. What I'm doing right now is I'm exploring wormholes. This is a wormhole. You can see that it's not like a black hole, a wormhole. There's sort of a give and take. And these, I'm scanning these down right now. These are cosmic signatures in the sky. And I'm also orbiting this wormhole at 6,500 meters, or 6.5 kilometers. I'm gonna fire the afterburners one more time and cloak up, because we're not so much interested in being seen. What I'm doing is I'm exploring. I'm exploring deep, unknown space. And I'm about to jump into a dangerous wormhole if this wormhole is not what I'm looking for. So what I do is these are probes. These are the sphere of that the probes are able to scan. And by overlapping them all around the center area, I can pinpoint the location of a cosmic signature. And there it is. I just got my wormhole. So I'm warping to the wormhole. I'll go ahead and let you see the warp animation. We'll decloak. It's really cool. So there we go. The jump warp drive is active. There's a little turbulence as it fires up and fires down. But usually through the warp, it's pretty calm. And now we're at this other wormhole. But it's very dangerous to be here and stay decloaked. So I'm going to cloak back up. I only do that so you can see the ship. Null security space. That's what we're looking for. Okay? That's exactly what I've been looking for. In EVE Online, there are different kinds of space. There are different regions of space have different security statuses. And security status determines how the Concord galactic police are going to treat you. And you can see that I'm putting all the overlap is perfectly around this red sphere, so it's going to get the best highest resolution scan with what we've got. The cosmic signature gives you an idea of where the anomaly is, but you have to scan it down with your scanner probes. And I'm using some of the best scanner probes and the best antennas in EVE Online, so I don't have to even like cut it in half. I can cut it in a fourth. I was scanning at 16 astronomical units, and now I'm scanning at 4 astronomical units for a even higher resolution scan. So we're scanning the system. I have a feeling this is a wormhole, because wormholes tend to be located out here at the outer edges of space, or at the outer edges of the solar system near the Jovian planets. I don't know why that is, but as you can see, it's not always that way. There are a couple of wormholes closer towards the sun. But we're going to jump into nullsec most likely. One thing I'm in the habit of doing is bookmarking locations, because in EVE Online, especially as an explorer, you want to have important locations bookmarked in the off chance that you have to come back through here, and it saves you time from having to scan systems down again and things like that. So I don't want to get rid of these. Those are special. I made a lot of money there. But okay, I can go ahead and call the probes home, because I see that that's a data site, and though data sites are interesting to me as an explorer, I don't, when you're in unknown space between wormholes, it's too dangerous to scan data sites for a number of reasons. One of them being that you don't know who's in the system with you because the communication beacon is not reachable. So you don't see the names of other players in the area unless they chat, and then it shows them as being there. Or, let's see, let's just check this. Okay, nullsec, we're gonna jump in. I'm gonna go ahead and decloak so I can reload my core scanner probes. And another reason is that the NPCs, the drones out in space, will kill you so fast. It's really, really horrible. So here we are. Alright. We just jumped out of this wormhole. We're going to set the orbit at a great distance. We're going to bookmark this location. Nullsec to wormhole. We'll call it original because this is the first one. That way I know that that was my entry point in and out. Okay, so now I load up the launcher so I can scan my probes again. Ooh, there's a big bright star out there. I'll bet you anything that you can fly to that. But you have to jump to it. You can't just fly to stars. I'm pretty sure. So let's see here. Got my probes. Just launched them. They're kind of milling around there. They're the white spots, and you can actually see them. Everything is really represented in this game. Okay, so we're gonna cloak up, fire the afterburners, and take a even safer distance away from the wormhole, and then we're gonna start scanning. We know that one of these cosmic signatures is the wormhole, so we can ignore that one, and we can just concentrate on the other cosmic signature. Okay, we gotta expand our probe radius to encompass that red sphere. And then we're going to skip 8 astronomical units when I shrink them down, and we're going to go to 4 because I have good scanners. And, okay, somebody just entered the system, so we're going to run a directional scan and see if we can find out what kind of ship he's flying. I know that he came in the system because he is here in local, and he's flying a very dangerous, very scary ship. Ain't nothing you wanna fucks with. I just jumped down to 4. And he is flying what's called a Tengu. It is one of the best ships you can fly. Here's what it looks like. As you can see, it is very menacing and large, and not what you would think a combat vessel should look like, but all the same, that dude's flying it around. And I'm not sure which one of these is supposed to be the wormhole. I think that this one is not. Okay, now while they run the scan, we're going to take a look at the map. Whoops. The star map, not the solar system map. And we're going to try and kind of figure out where I am here. I'm in a deep pocket of null security space. See the green and the yellow in the center of the map? All these stars in the center, these are where it's safe. The police will pretty much protect you all the time. And I just got the results of my my probe scan, and I found out that there's a relic site in this area, which is exactly what we're looking for. So I'm gonna zero in on this site, probably only one more scan. Okay, and I'm gonna look at the star map one more time in the 14 seconds that those are scanning, and I'm gonna mark, open my labels and mark the region, just to kind of get an idea of where I am. I'm in a region called In Smother. That literally means nothing to me, but if I find good stuff here, there's a chance I'll at least remember the name of the region, and if I ever have any control on my destiny coming out of these wormholes, I will want to be in Smother. Some people have asked me why, well, no, nobody's asked me why I would make a video, but I took some screenshots and I showed them to my corporation, and they said, aren't you worried about security? And I said, well, I'm always worried about security. So, and they were talking about, like, well, people are going to know that, you know, where you are. And I said, well, that's where I was. And the chances of me, people just jumped into the system, so I am going to cloak up and just pretend like I'm not here. There's a bunch of people coming into this system. 3 people just arrived. And let's kind of learn about these people and figure out if they're all together. They are, because they're all in the same corporation. Member of the Friends of Harassment. And you can kind of learn about their corporation and what they've been doing. Sort of get statistics on them, how many people are in. Only 23. It's a small corporation, but it could be a wormhole corporation all the same. Which can be quite powerful even in small numbers, because this is the most dangerous section of the game. There's a fragmented cathedral. How neat. Okay. Alright, they're gone, so now we're going to dip down, and we're going to target these ruins, and we're going to start scanning the contents and seeing if it's worth hacking. They almost always are in relic sites. That's why relic sites are the best for exploration, because the whole reason you do this is to sell the components you find. And, well, everybody knows that relic sites yield the best, highest payouts in terms of the loot you find. So, I say that, and that thing, that's worth 12,000 ISK, which is really low. We're looking for like 10 million a pop here, not 12,000. So that was very unusual. This seems to be a highly trafficked region of space, because I'm seeing a lot of people just pop in. Let's see if I can figure out what he's flying. I'm kind of far away from 2 stargates, so they could be jumping through those stargates, which is why my directional scan wouldn't yield a result, because they're outside of the range of my scan. And 2 of the stargates in this system don't come through my range. So while I'm waiting to see what he's gonna do, I'll go ahead and stop my engines and look at the star map and kind of see how popular this place is. We can do that by going to the star map, stars tab, checking the statistics and verifying the average number of pilots in space in the last 30 minutes. So this is not actually a very dense place at all. This could be a really good place to explore. You know that it's dense because there are these orange orbs. There were, for example, 12 pilots in that system, and the smaller the orb, the fewer the pilots. And if it's like this small, then there's only 2 or 1, so we're just gonna wait him out, run another D-scan. Oh, he's scanning the system too, but we don't know what he's flying, so he might try to pull some shit and come in here and steal my sites. Well, they're not mine. It's sort of a race to get to them, right? So already I'm thinking, fuck this guy. How do I know he's scanning these sites? Because he's using the Sisters Core Scanner Probe, which is what I was in here using just a minute ago. And I wish he would not do this and just fuck off. Part of me wants to just go ahead and hack this and take it from him. And part of me wants to see if he's just going to go away. If I start to hack it and well, we'll see. I'm going to let him start to hack it, and if I find out that he's flying when I'm flying, which is an unarmed exploration vessel, then I will go ahead and start hitting these sites too. I'm going to scan down the ones that are the best first. I'm going to stop my engines right here, because I don't want to get too close to anything that might decloak me. I'm still a good ways away. I'll just continue my approach. And I'm cloaked, so he doesn't know where I am or what I'm flying. But he will get here and see that one of these relic sites was hacked. And that's going to show my hand a little bit, because then he's going to know that I'm here and waiting for him to go away. So I'm still watching him scan with these probes. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 probes. Whoop, better stop right there. Let's see if I can see him on the map yet. Nope. Just gonna keep scanning for him. You just keep scanning. There's a broken engine part, just floating through space here. And what we're doing is we're still scanning, just to make sure that we don't miss him. And what might happen next is we'll see him on this right menu over here. This is your overview. And the overview is 100% customizable what kind of things you want to show up on here. For example, I could show this monument right here, or the engine part we were just looking at, so I could know the detail of every little thing around me. But as you might guess, that's a lot of frivolous information that you really don't need unless you're doing some very specific and meticulous work. So oh, okay, he called his probes back. We're going to see what he does next. I have a feeling he's going to warp onto this site and then decloak. But let's just see. Okay, yeah, and these are close together, so he definitely called his probes home, and he's going to be here, I think. But he's probably also uncertain as to what I might be doing. So he might be overly cautious right now. And as you can see, this is all speculation on my part. Besides him scanning the solar system, I really don't know what he's up to. Yes, exploration vessels use Sister's Core scanner probes to scan systems, but also combat vessels can use Sister's Core scanner probes to scan these sites and then fly to them and try to catch somebody who's using them. So I've got a feeling he's cloaked up and he's in here somewhere with me. I just double clicked to kind of fly to a more central part of this zone, because if he is in here, I want to be able to hit the highest value targets first. If he's in here and he's not really in a position to stop me. Let's see who he's with. Okay, I don't recognize that corporation. His security status is a perfect 5, which is actually really high. How long has he played the game? We go to his employment history and look it up. He's played since June 2012. It's a good long time, in my opinion. But there are people who have played EVE for 10 and 11 years now, because it's been out since 2003. They just continuously upgrade it. And all the expansions and upgrades, by the way, are free. If you ever want to play this game, it's very cheap. Okay, now, it's a great thing I did not uncloak, because he was in an Astero, but he also just warped out of the system. One thing we got to remember about this guy is if he comes back through, he might have this system bookmarked. And you got to ask yourself, well, I already know that I'm not going to take any chances. If he comes back through, I know that he knows exactly where this site is. He could have it bookmarked, and he could just warp straight to it and catch me with my pants down. So now I have to watch local like a hawk. So I'm going to go ahead and start hacking this site, and we'll just hope he doesn't show up. What I'm doing is extremely high risk, for the simple fact that I'm flying an extremely expensive ship. I mean, why do I say extremely expensive? Okay. Oh shit, he's back. See? That's what I was talking about. That's exactly what I was talking about. Go, 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 go. Okay, and I got cloaked up. Okay. You see? And let's just see if he jumps on grid now. Okay, so he was testing to see if I would let my guard down. He wanted to come back in here and kill me. See, hunting me, because like I said, I'm kind of an expensive ship, yeah, and my scanner probes are expensive. But I'm not gonna even decloak this time. I'm just gonna talk about this for a minute. My ship might be kind of expensive, and I might be using some expensive equipment that he can salvage from my wreckage. But really what these people are after is the contents of your cargo hold. They want all the delicious goodies that I've been harvesting from relic sites. He's got a relic analyzer on his ship, I'm sure. But he also, those are very awesome combat vessels, and he could really kick my ass with it, which is why I don't take any chances. But we got away from there, alright. And he hasn't come back yet. It's been a little while. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go on back. I hope he doesn't come back, because you only get 2 chances at hacking this. This is some pretty decent loot in here. The micro and logic circuits, those are good. So we don't want to blow those up. And we only get 1 shot at this now, because he ruined our other shot. So I'm going to go ahead and decloak and activate the micro warp drive, which gets me to those ruins really fast. And then I'm going to go ahead and fire up the analyzer. Okay, and we start the hacking minigame. I've gotten really good at it. Oh, but not this time. Okay, I've got to make a choice here. We just went around. Fuck. And sometimes you gotta just absorb the hit. Because what I'm doing is, I'm a virus. I'm a computer virus. And I'm hacking. And I'm against the antivirus software. Or whatever you want to call it. Firewalls. It's a little bit of everything. Firewalls and all that shit. And this one in particular is actually kind of hard. It's not going that well. There we go. Alright, so we got it hacked in 1 try, which was really cool. We got about 5 million. Not too bad. We just put it all in the cargo bay and unlock that thing, close down the results of the cargo scan. And I'm going to go ahead and target all of these now. I'm going to approach the one that's closest to me, and I'm going to start scanning them down and finding out what's in them, so I can kind of figure out which ones I want to go to first that might have the best cargo. They're all pretty good. I don't know who that is, so we're gonna decloak. I mean, we're gonna cloak back up. Kind of close to that thing, but it's okay. And let's see here. He's with somebody different, but as you can see, I'm playing it really safe, and this is how you have to play nullsec. You have to be extremely safe. Yeah, I mean, you just don't take chances. Let's see if we can find out what he's flying. Oh, so he's doing the same thing. He's in here scanning now. So it's just a field day for explorers right now. And I got a feeling that this guy, you know, he might really want in here. The other guy, he scanned us down, and this is a valuable site to him, so I don't know why he didn't come in here and try to start shit with me. But he didn't. Maybe he came back in and wanted to run a D-scan and see if he could catch me with my pants down. I don't know. He probably did that, yeah. But maybe he saw that I cloaked up, and so he left. Now what I could do right now is like just take a break, because I don't want to sit and wait for another guy to run his scan. We'll see. We'll just see what he does. And this is not uncommon to get explorers coming through like this and come after these relic sites, because this is very much player versus player in its own right. Also, I'll be uploading at 60 frames per second. I think you might have to go into your YouTube settings, or maybe they made it automatic by now. I'm not sure about that. But this program and YouTube have made it really easy for me to put video game footage online. The weather outside is so nasty. I'm going to go and fill out a job application. Oh, he's in a buzzard. So really, that thing is not combat fitted. I could just ignore him, I think. And the likelihood of it being combat fitted is very small. Let's see what he does. He's right there. He left. Okay, he left. I could talk to him. I could say thank you. I'm actually not going to do that, because talking is like one of the worst things you can do in this game is talk to people. It's just really dangerous, because you reveal a lot about yourself when you talk, and who knows what friends he might have, right? Okay, he's talking. He knows that we're not a threat to each other. So basically we're just gonna kind of rush and try to get the good stuff, right? Oh no, he left. Again. He popped back in, said hello, and then okay, and then he left. So he was a good sport about it. He didn't even come in here and try to steal from me. Which is like what EVE Online is all about. Very Ayn Randian. It's just a free-for-all, no regulation, and everything is extremely dangerous. Oh, he's back. What does he want now? What you want? See, I don't know what he's doing, like coming and going like that. Uranishi. He's still in his buzzard though. He still shows up on D-scan. No, he just cloaked. I like to scan my D. Alright, we're gonna do that one last, and we're gonna go to this one first. Because it's high value. Wait, which one am I going to? This one. Alright, he left again. Good. Man, I get nervous. I didn't know if he was thinking about bringing somebody with him this time. You just don't know what people are gonna do in this game. You don't know what they're capable of. It's really interesting. I think that's why I like this game, is because there's so much uncertainty. It really feels like a real world where there's just so much uncertainty and so many people can have every different kind of agenda that you really don't know what's going to happen. We got lucky that that guy was a good sport. And also, I mean, Eve is a beautiful game too. It's just a lot to look at, really. We're in this wreckage of an old monument. And we're like hacking relic sites, computers that contain these valuable parts and information of civilizations that were just destroyed by war, or the really mysterious things. Like, you just don't know. You don't know what happened to a place when you get to it. There will be some small backstory, but it only further adds to the mystery. And my corporation, they buy this stuff at cost. So it's really, I make a lot of money. At one time, the CEO of the corporation laughed and said I made more money than anybody else in a corporation email. So, I mean, yeah, just the graphics are just fantastic in this game. We're going to take a break here, and when I come back, I'm going to be playing more Euro Truck Simulator 2. That'll be tonight after I go fill out a job application. So what we do now is we kind of get away from this area, put a lot of distance between it, and then log off safely. Alright, thanks for watching. Catch you later. I'll let this run out so you can get an idea of sort of how it works. And then, like, when the counter runs out, my ship cloaks up, and that's it. And I'm no longer in space. So when I log back in, I warp in like I just came out of nowhere. Okay, thanks for watching. Catch you later.